Hey guys, welcome to the video. Yeah, I know you probably have noticed that this video is in a portrait mode. Why? Why? Actually, I'm trying a new video style. So this is one of my new methods of shooting a video. Let's talk about the Note 20. Note 20. Actually, many people had a doubt. Should they buy the Note 20 or Note 20 Ultra? This video clears that doubt. So let's talk about, is the phone worth your money? So to talk about or to explain about that worth, I have to explain first of all the components of the device first of all. Well, okay, let's go to the display of the device. Okay, it's having a simple 6.7-inch flat display. It's a flat display, not a curved display, a normal flat display. It's a good one. It's a good one. And it is only 1080p display at 60 Hz. Yep, it's having the boring 60 Hz, not the fancy 120 Hz as the Note 20 Ultra had. That's a big bummer for someone. Actually, don't tease the specs. It's a good one. Don't think it's a very bad one as well. Thing or it might not be good. Actually, it is a good one. It's a good one. It's not too bad or too good. Anyways, it's like a neutral type of display. And when you look through the display, also you can find a hole punch cutout at the top middle. Okay, that's for selfie camera, and the selfie camera is around 10 megapixel, which is the same quality as the Note 20 Ultra also had. So both phones are having the same 10 megapixel cameras. There's no difference with the camera quality, but there's a difference with the hole punch cutout. The Note 20 Ultra will have a smaller or thinner hole punch cutout than the Note 20. The Note 20 is having a slightly bigger or larger hole punch cutout. That is almost similar to the Note 10. Yep, Note 10. And yeah, that's it from the front side of the phone. And next, flip the phone and go at the back, which comes to the camera. Okay, the camera of the phone is good. It's pretty good. Okay. The specs of the camera will be somewhere here, so you can go and check the specs. One thing, the camera quality of the Note 20 is almost similar to Note 20 Ultra. You would not know if the photo is clicked by the Note 20 or the 20 Ultra. It's almost similar, but when you compare the camera quality of the picture side by side, you might have some of the quality issues. Like the Note 20 Ultra is a 108 megapixel camera, the primary one. Okay, it obviously will have a great picture quality, but when you compare it, it's almost similar. There might be a quality issue, like the Note 20 Ultra will have slightly better photos, but still for normal people it is good. The camera is good. That applies to all the cameras too. It's having triple camera. So yeah. And another difference is the telephoto camera. The Note 20 Ultra has a periscopic zoom lens or the telephoto lens, but the Note 20 does not have that. It just has a ordinary or a simple telephoto lens. Okay, what difference will that make is that, okay, when you zoom with the periscopic lens, it would have better pictures when you zoom out, but when you zoom with the normal lens, it would not take that much better picture when you zoom too much. That is, if you zoom in the Note 20, you can zoom up to 2x to get great pictures, and you can zoom far enough at 30x. And in Note 20 Ultra, you can zoom up to 5x to get good pictures, and zoom till 50x. One thing, that number is not much of a deal for me. I don't know about you. For me, it's not much of a deal. Just 30x and 50x. That's all the difference. But the quality might vary. That's all my concern is. Anyways, it's not much of a deal. For the Note 20, it's having great camera. And yeah, the materials, the back materials of the phone. Actually, okay, when you compare or when you see the materials of the phone, you might think that both of the phones is having similar or same materials. Actually, no. Note 20 is having a plastic back. Yeah, plastic back. I think Samsung never made a phone with a plastic back for its flagship models. And the Note 20 Ultra is having a glass back with a matte finish. when take the Note 20 on your hand, it's not feeling like plastic. Why? Actually, Sam had done a trick in that, which is they have also included or also put a polycarbonate something texture at the back to feel that material like a matte-ish finish, which is kind of similar, or the finish is kind of similar to the Note 20 Ultra. So when you take both of the phones on your hand, it would feel similar. That's a brilliant move. But you might think plastic is good. Actually, there is so many advantage for plastic. Why? One thing, the back of the phone won't shatter that much or scratch that much, and plastic does not weigh so much, so it would have a good weight to it too if a plastic phone. But when you have a glass phone, obviously the weight of the phone matters. It would weigh more than the Note 20, so that's a thing. And now the internals. The internals is like both the Note 20 and the Ultra is having the A65 Plus chipset, which is this year's best chipset. But the difference comes here, the storage and the RAM. The Note 20 is having 8GB RAM only, and in some regions it would only come in 128GB storage, and in some regions it would come again in both 128GB or in 256GB storage. Okay, but it doesn't have any micro SD card support. Why Samsung? Why? One thing, the Note 20 Ultra has a micro SD card support. Why they have done like that? At least they could put a micro SD card support in both the phones, right? Why they have only gone for the Ultra model? And the Ultra comes in 12GB RAM with 120GB storage or in 512GB storage. And for that, why do you need a micro SD card support? One thing. Okay, let's leave that aside. Now let's talk about the price. Okay, all the specs that I talk about is not bad at all. It's good. But what bad is, or what disappoints me, is the price of the phone. It's $999 or $1,000. For this kind of specs, they're charging $1,000. Actually, my personal thought is that they should not charge $999. At least they could charge at least $799 for the Note 20, and they could charge the Note 20 Ultra at $999 or $1,199. I think that is a more favorable pricing strategy, I guess. By giving this strategy, one thing is sure. Samsung is indirectly saying that the Note 20 Ultra is better than the Note 20, and Samsung is making you buy the Note 20 Ultra than the Note 20. It's like an indirect type of marketing or indirect type of pricing policy that Samsung have taken. Some people may think it's stupid, but sometimes it's not stupid. It's not stupid actually. That's a good we call a strategy. They're indirectly making people buy the Note 20 Ultra than the Note 20. So okay, there will be at least 1,000 people who buy Note 20, but there will be almost 5,000 people who buy Note 20 Ultra. In that 5,000 people, maybe 2,000 people may have thought to buy the Note 20, but they changed their mind and they bought Note 20 Ultra. So that's the case. Okay, that's the price of the phone. So now these are my suggestions on buying the phone. So if you want to buy the Note 20, if you're a die-hard fan of the Note devices, go for it. It's a good phone, the Note 20. Or if you have the money to spend for the Note 20 Ultra, that's a good phone too, go for that also. And if you like to wait a little bit, I would recommend to wait a little bit. Why? Okay, at the time of November or December, that's a time when many retailers or marketplaces give good amount of discount for the products. So at that time, at the time of Christmas, maybe Samsung Note 20 or all the devices will be discounted or depreciate. That's the best time to buy the Note devices. That's the best time, yeah, actually. And if you wait till September or October, because this is the months when new devices or new products come up, I'm looking forward for the OnePlus 8T. 8T, yeah, actually OnePlus 8T or the T devices of OnePlus. It's like they would give good specs, in a more budget price. Yeah, and they would not lose any quality in that. It's a good quality phone. OnePlus 70 is one of the best phones, one of the good phones. And also, at the time of September or October, iPhone 12 also would launch. And at that time, when iPhone 12 comes out, according to the leaks, Apple will stop the production of the iPhone 11 Pro. If that does that, all the retailers, all the third-party retailers might depreciate the price of iPhone 11 Pro. So that is again a good time to buy the iPhone 11 Pro if you wish to. And also another leak says that so when the iPhone 12 comes out, Apple would still produce the iPhone 11. Why? Because according to reports, in the beginning of this year and I think at the end of last year, the most sold phones or the most popular phones that was sold is, first one was iPhone 11 and second one was the Samsung A51. So iPhone 11 was one of the most sold phones in the US and also around the world. And also, according to Apple fashion, if they keep the old models, they would obviously reduce the price. So iPhone 11 would also be a phone that I recommend to you to buy if you wish to buy this year. So there's so many deals. For that, you have to stay tuned, stick to the channel, and also subscribe to the channel for all these deals and all these awesome information. Subscribe, like, and share the video too. And yeah, that's it, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.